Okay, I'm going to do, I think this is a recording. I think this is live. I'm still learning how to use all this. Thanks for the patience. Okay, so some more SaaS content optimization, or SaaS SEO. I'm just going to focus on keywords in these videos, so I'm just going to do the keyword research, and then I'm going to let the writers go ahead and update this content for me. Okay, take the URL, we're going to check it out inside of Search Console. We're going to look at queries that have gained clicks, queries that have gained impressions and lost impressions. I'm just trying to get an idea here. I know I've said this in another video, but you're not going to know what you're looking for right away, so you just have to start looking for anomalies or things that stick out. There's some other things, a little more advanced conceptual ideas, like looking for threshold keywords. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Threshold keywords are keywords that you rank for, and you rank pretty well, like second page-ish, and but they aren't on your page. And if they're not on their page and you're ranking pretty well for them, well, then you might as well add them to the page if they're relevant. That's always an idea, but we're going to try to do this faster rather than longer, because I have a lot of these to go through, and I'm going to try to record all of them in separate videos. Okay, first I have to know what this page is about. Using AI to, okay, so we're solving healthcare data problems with AI. Talking about charts, plans, providers, improving their data for each one of those, filling knowledge gaps. Let's see, I don't think I have keywords assigned to this already. Let's see, AI in healthcare, or AI. Looking here. Okay, risk adjustment AI. I see risk adjustment AI. I don't see. I mean, healthcare and AI is so broad. It's so general. I think this is a terrible keyword to go after for this. It's just too high level. Like healthcare AI solutions. Well, that can mean anything, not just risk adjustment. Do have some mention. We have mapped some AI keywords. They're all pretty specific to the page, so I'll probably have to watch out to make, because I'm probably going to go after some sort of AI in healthcare keyword, but make sure that they don't overlap with these pages, and that's the benefit of, I call it an existing content tracker, or keyword and keyword map. I combine mine, the existing content tracker or existing content plan and the keyword map. It's really content strategy. Well, it's a full content strategy if you have new content on there as well. So you know which pages optimize and then which to create. Okay. See, everyone always shows you keyword research that is for a very simple page. Pages that it's easy to show someone the 101 of keyword research. Like, oh, you just look at this page, it's about this topic, and you go to SEMrush, Ahrefs, Moz, look for those keywords, or your search console, look for the relevant keywords, and just use a handful of those. You can't really do that when you have a lot of topics on a site already, and you're not really sure, and it's kind of an obscure topic, or a niche topic. You really have to focus on things, get what's relevant, and they don't help you out in their content because they didn't have an SEO strategy when they wrote this, so they just started writing. So you have to figure out, you have to break these sections or this content up into sections, and when you break it up into a section, then you can it can help you know what it's talking about. They've done that pretty good in this article. I've broken it up, but an introduction to AI is not descriptive, especially regarding healthcare. I'm assuming I'll probably change that to something with a keyword in it once I figure out what this is about. Yeah, so I already know I'm probably going to change this to types of AI in healthcare. I know that this company does medical coding, or risk adjustment encompasses medical coding or HCC coding, so I'm just putting those in there in case. And we've already seen, this is towards the end, that's awful. I've only mentioned it once, and they're ranking for that. Ranking 50. So those are not threshold keywords. We're ranking for these keywords that aren't on the page, but they're not threshold because they're on page 6 to 10. Claims processing. Okay, so we do talk about claims on here already. Billing claims, okay. So I might change one of these or add something in here about claims processing, or AI and healthcare claims processing, because that's relevant. Patient care. AI-powered healthcare probably has a different search intent. If I search for that, they're probably looking for AI to be the doctor or prescribe or diagnose. All the risk adjustment can do these things by taking all the data from a patient's chart and predict, if the coding is done accurately, it can predict diseases someone will get and offer like lifestyle or health plans before it becomes an issue. So this might be relevant. Oh, there's another one that helps patients schedule a visit with a physician, so that's part of what I was talking about. Creating a health plan before there's an issue. Was I looking for AI-powered healthcare? Yeah, see, that's so general. That's probably not going to be a helpful keyword. I'll just try to be more specific. I was gonna say healthcare and then filter out AI, but that might be too broad. Let's try it. Average keyword difficulty is high. Let's try max range of 40% difficulty. Why did I choose 40%? I chose 40% because if you look at these ranges, easy is up to 30%, but, and it's similar with Ahrefs also, but 40%, I mean, they have an okay domain rating, this company, so, you know, we might be able to rank for things that are harder. And plus, I don't want to filter out too many, you know, when you go to the easy ones, just to the easy ones, sometimes, I mean, it doesn't, just because it says it's hard doesn't mean that you're not going to rank for it. So I want to give myself options. Plus, it helps me know how people are searching for things. So if I look at the harder stuff, that can help me evaluate the easier ones. Because sometimes the easier ones are just worded differently or something like that. Or it helps me just understand what they're searching for, the intent of the keywords, and how to make it match the content. So I like to go up to 40%, sometimes 50. 50 might be reasonable for this because of the difficulty of all the keywords. I mean, we went 40% dropped us down to only 98 keywords from whatever it was, a few thousand. So we don't care about generative AI. That's creating content. Future of AI, where an article's not about that. Don't care about jobs or news. I see. So I don't know what those are. Generative. I'm not really talking about conversational AI, which is what I thought they were going to show me earlier. When I looked for AI-powered healthcare, I thought they were going to show me conversational stuff. Okay, so that tells me that just about everything in there, or all of it, was irrelevant to me. So I do need to increase this. Okay. Just got rid of everything, huh? Something's wrong. Oh. It's because I changed the main search, I'm going to pretty much start over. There's something wrong. There's a glitch here. It must be the AIS. It probably thinks I'm getting rid of AI. Yep, that's what it was. So what I did was I applied an exact match there. I just put a bracket and it automatically put the other bracket there. For exact matches, enter your keyword with square brackets around it. And so it was excluding keywords in a broad match way. And that was the issue. That's not relevant. Conference. We got this all the way down to 50 just from these 13 excluded keywords. Okay, this isn't very productive. Let's do risk adjustment, medical coding, HCC. That's a good one. And medical coding, healthcare facilities. I'm not really worried about changing too much, about how much I change, the amount, because this isn't doing all that well anyway. 9 clicks in 3 months of 3. If anything changes, it's not going to be drastic. Or are we going to lose 9 clicks? And I don't have any data on which keywords those were, so predictive analytics and medical coding is actually something we do. It's prospective service or product. And that's what I was talking about also, is the prediction of services in healthcare, the predictive analytics. I have people say all the time, well, can you just do like a screaming frog report and show me all the missing page titles and H2s and H1s, things that need to be fixed, and why isn't my Yoast green? And the reason your Yoast isn't green, and I didn't go through and just update the title on every one of your pages, is because of how long it takes to do keyword research and how important it is to make sure that it all makes sense. Because you can see here I have a keyword map of their service pages, but that left hundreds of pages not matched up to keywords. And so I could just start assigning or putting keywords on pages, but there could have been a page that was already ranking for a keyword I assigned to a different page. And so I should have assigned the keyword to the page that was ranking better for the search term, and now I have 2 pages fighting each other. Google trying to decide which one to rank. And I have overlap, content overlap, or content cannibalization, keyword cannibalization, whatever you want to call it. And so it's not as easy as just getting a data dump of missing and long page titles and short page titles, and then just updating the page with keywords. If you start that way, that's easy to do if you have a smaller site and maybe a local site. But if you have a big site and a complicated topic, you can't do that. If you're doing roofing, sure, I can do that. I can say roofing service Tacoma, roofing service Seattle, common roofing mistakes. That's easy to do. You can look at the page and pretty much tell. Even that sometimes can get confusing because people, when they don't have an SEO strategy, will write the same exact content multiple times or from a different point of view. Now you have to figure out which keywords to assign to the page after the fact, without hurting rankings. And that's really what we have to do here, is walk this line of affecting rankings and assigning keywords. And it's a tough thing to sell or to influence someone or get them to understand right away. You almost have to you have to educate. I find myself having to educate clients and stakeholders and prospective buyers all the time on why we're not focusing on turning Yoast green or some other SEO tool plugin all the lights green on that, because that doesn't matter. Like, I could just use the same exact keyword across the entire site and it's going to tell you it's green, as long as I check the boxes of this thing, of that tool. So okay, I think I have what I'm gonna get. It's probably gonna be the same, but I'll try this. One thing I like about SEMrush versus Ahrefs, which I don't say very often, is if you change the main search up here, it will keep your filters. I love that. Ahrefs, if you change this, your filters are gone. So you better have saved them. Or you gotta go back. Luckily, it changes URLs, so Ahrefs, you can just go back. But, you know. Okay, what am I doing? Keyword, I'm doing a bulks. Now I'm comparing the keywords I have. Bulk analysis. We're gonna see which ones to focus on. Let's update metrics for these. I said this in a couple other videos, but this is essentially the first thing I look at. I don't even look at the keywords over here initially. I just try to look at the numbers because I'm trying to be objective. And then once I narrow down a few, then I will see what if the search intent matches the page more. Well, so I filtered down to these keywords. Now I'm going to filter down even more, essentially. 40, highest volume. That's interesting. Informational is, do I want keywords that are informational intent, or do I want commercial, transactional, navigational? This is a blog post, and it's a how AI is doing this, so it's informational. However, I probably can't compete with an 81 keyword difficulty, and plus it's not the most valuable keyword. This is cost per click. This is what advertisers are willing to spend per click to rank for that keyword. So if they want to click, they'll say that keyword's valuable enough to spend almost $5 on, just to get someone to come to the site, and that's it. Just come to the site. I have an equally valuable one here for with much less difficulty. There's a 0 volume, but it's non-zero, and it's commercial intent. I might want to see if, I'm pretty sure that's not matched up to any other page. So this is interesting, because remember, you're not just ranking for that keyword. Once you put that on the page, that's going to mean that you rank for other keywords. So if you rank for this, you will also rank for others. And so it doesn't really matter if these 0 volume keywords are what you target, because it means you're going to rank for other 0 volume and non-0 volume keywords as well. 36, so this has 20, and it's much lower, and this is the most valuable keyword. Just looking at this, not even looking at what keyword it is, I'm going to say that this is probably the one. Unfortunately, it's very specific, so I'm not going to put that in the title, but I will put that in an H2. I think this might be the winner. I think I might have to do that one. Cool. I'm gonna put this in the tracker. I'll skip that. All right, I hope that was helpful.